How to knit a bookmark for beginners. Begin with a slip knot. Please see my previous videos if you're not sure on how to do a slip knot, and cast on 8 stitches. There's also a cast on video if you're not sure about casting on. Now begin knitting in a plain knit stitch for every row. You'll knit forward and back until about 76 rows or the desired length has been reached. So you can make your bookmark as long as you want, but about 76 rows will be enough for the average book. If you're a complete beginner, be sure to check out other videos on how to hold your wool, holding your needles, and the basic knit stitch. So now you're going to knit your final couple of rows. You can check the length of your bookmark at this point and make sure it's long enough for whatever books you might have on the go. And then when you're happy that it's long enough, you'll be ready to start casting off. You're going to cast all your stitches off. And if you've never done a cast off before, you can follow along here, or you can watch my dedicated video to how to cast off. You're simply knitting 2 stitches and then lifting the first stitch over the second stitch. When you get to just 1 stitch left on your needle, you're going to trim your yarn and pull it through that final stitch to finish your cast off. Then take a large needle and tidy away any of your tails by weaving them back into your knitted piece. Weave them in quite a few times, and then you can just trim the edge close to your knitting, but taking care not to cut any of your knitting. If you've got short tails like this, it helps to weave the needle through first, then thread the needle, and you can tidy away any little short tails. And now you have completed bookmark, and you could go ahead and use this in whatever book you're reading. Or if you want to add any extra bits or any flourishes, I added a few tassels on the end of mine, just simply by cutting a few long strands of yarn. You want to cut about just over double the length that you want the tassel to be. I used 2 strands for each tassel, but you could use as many as you like, or you can do as many or few tassels as you like. You could also do them in a different colour if you wanted. Anything you want to do to just embellish your personalised bookmark. So the way you do the tassels is you take your lengths of yarn, you thread them through your needle, and then into the end of the bookmark, and then tie the tassel off. And that's your tassel done. And you can trim it back to length and just repeat the same thing for as many tassels as you want to have. I did 4 on this one. And that's your finished bookmark. And you're ready to go enjoy reading your book.